Hey, welcome to Loadero tutorial. In this video, we'll show you how to quickly configure your test and launch it. Let's jump right in.
Once you have created a new project, its test list is gonna be empty. So let's start by creating a new test by clicking New Test button. Start off by giving your test a title. I will name mine My First Test. Your test script language will be defined by your project settings. In our case, that's JavaScript plus Nightwatch. One of the main parameters here is the test mode. Selecting performance test mode will give you more metrics but limit the number of participants to 50. Low test mode will not give you all of the performance metrics but will let you run a test with thousands of participants. And finally, there is a session recording mode that is useful for debugging features as it creates a video recording for each participant. For now, let's choose the performance test mode. Next is the increment strategy. It specifies how test participant execution will be distributed over the start interval when the test begins. Let's use the default linear participant setting here. It will make the test participants join with equal delays between them. Then we have start interval setting. It describes the total amount of time in which all of the participants must start their tests. For this test, let's enter 10 seconds. We'll have 3 participants in our test, and because we have chosen linear participant increment strategy, it means that the first one will join at the 0th second, the next one at the 5th, and the last one at the 10th second. Finally, we have participant timeout. It is the time after which the individual participant will be terminated if they are running for longer than the expected test duration. Our test will run for a couple of minutes, but let's set the timeout for 5 minutes just in case our test runs for longer. Now, once all of the test parameters have been set, we can continue to the script tab. Once you have switched to the script window, you will be redirected to this view which contains the script editor. A script describes participants' actions and our script will be executed in JavaScript. We'll go into more detail about test scripts in another video, but for now, I will just copy paste one of Loadero example scripts. The script will be executed by all of the test participants we will configure for our test later. Now let's go to the next tab and configure our test participants. Now you see the test participant configuration window. The title field is simple. You can name the participant however you want. I will call mine My First Participant. Count is the number of identical copies of the participant to be added. For this example, let's set the count to 3. Next is the compute unit setting. It allows specifying the amount of machine resources assigned to this participant. In other words, you are choosing computer specifications for the test participant. G1 compute unit corresponds to 50% CPU core and 1 GB of RAM. If that is not enough for the application you are testing, consider choosing G2, which corresponds to twice more compute power. I will set G1 compute unit for my participant. Each test participant uses its own browser. You can set the browser and its version right here. I will select latest Google Chrome. Next, you have to choose participant location, which is the geographic location in which the participant will be initialized. This, for example, allows testing latencies for users around the world. Let's set it to US West, Oregon. Network condition field allows setting different network connection limitations for participants and testing their impact on the user experience. I will choose default network setting for my participant, and it means no network limitations. Last couple of parameters you have to set is the audio and video feeds. This allows you to choose the media that will be used to simulate participant microphone and camera input. This is useful for testing WebRTC applications. If your test does not require that, choose any arbitrary value. I will set default feeds for my participant. Now that all fields are set, click Add Participant button. All of the required fields have been set and the test run can be launched. Let's click Create Test to save everything. Our test is ready to launch. To do that, we must click on the Run Test button and it's ready to go. Test execution goes through several stages. You can see the current status in the results view. Now we have to wait until the test run is finished and the run result report is prepared. We'll explain the result report in another video.
That's it for today. Thank you and see you in the next one.